Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel and welcome if you're new. I rolled the Astro dice off camera and we're reading for Virgo. So Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, any significant Virgo placements. You can also take it in alignment with the house that Virgo rules in your chart. Virgo rules the house that it starts. Okay, so if it starts whatever house, it is the ruler of that house. It may also be intercepted in a house, which means it doesn't start or end it, but is completely wedged inside the house. And if that is the case, it is the ruler of that house. Okay, it's ruled by that house. So I'm using, I was guided to my runic tarot. Okay, the runic tarot. And the Trifonfi della Luna tarot. Okay, for Virgo. So here we go. There's some really fucking interesting cards in this deck, by the way. Some of them have me fucking hysterical, so we'll see. We'll see what comes out for Virgo. Virgo energies. Spirit, please. Let me get this up. What comes out for Virgo? There we go. Boop. Virgo energies. All right. Spirit, please. What insights can you give us for Virgo? And Virgo energies, that they would catch this message in divine time, whenever it is meant to catch them. Keep in mind, guys, if it doesn't resonate, like, don't force it to fit. If it's not your message, it's not your message. It may be your message at a later date. Like, just don't force things to fit. Now, mind you, if you get pissed off at a message, chances are you should probably re-listen to it with an open mind. But if it's just not your message and it's not resonating, then it's not resonating. All right. God knows I have over 1,000 videos on my channel and I have playlists, and one is literally called the House of Virgo, timeless messages. So you can click any one of those and receive a message in divine time. Definitely check out the playlist on the channel if you have not done so before, because I literally have playlists for each zodiac sign, and you can just click it, flip through, close your eyes, spirit guide me, pick one, and see what kind of message comes through for you. All right. All right, spirit. Virgo energies. What do we need to know? What insight for Virgo energies? Got the Two of Coins reversed. Also the Two of Shields. The Page of Swords. The Queen of Cups. The Seven of Wands. What else? I feel like I'm going to end up pulling that second deck for insight into a situation that is probably relevant to you, but not necessarily your energy. And the High Priestess. All right, clarities, please. Clarify the Two of Coins reversed. The Queen of Pentacles. Let me get this on camera for you, so you can see all the cards now. I'm going to clarify the Page of Swords. We've also got clarity for the Queen of Cups and clarity for the Seven of Wands and clarity for the High Priestess. Bottom of the deck is the Hierophant. Top of the deck is the Ten of Swords. Virgo, if you have been in a long time committed relationship, I feel like that's ending. Because this literally, it looks like a fucking graveyard. It's like a desolate battlefield almost. The tree is dead, everything is dead, and all the swords are sticking up out of the ground. That's the top of the deck. There's definitely something to be learned from the situation. Because we've got the Eight of Swords with the Hermit card underneath of that, and the Four of Wands underneath of that. Whatever situation you've been in, really, with the Page of Wands and the Knight of Cups under that. So listen. This energy, the lesson from this breakdown of whatever this dynamic, this long-term dynamic was. For most of you, it could definitely be a marriage or someone that you have committed to, okay? Or were committed to. I think this is addressing what is essentially fear of being alone and on your own. Some of you may not have actually been alone for a very long time. Some of you, it's going to be recognizing the pattern of jumping from one relationship to the other and never really just being in your own energy for that long. Like getting out of one dynamic and immediately looking for another one or already having another one lined up. It could be a fear of your own thoughts. I mean, to be completely fair, because that's a lot of swords, top and bottom of the deck. And there's things to learn. Like when you're in your own energy and your thoughts are kind of running, right? They're just kind of running and streaming through your mind. You have to acknowledge a separation. Like you are not your thoughts. Your thoughts are happening, but you can be made consciously aware of the fact that your thoughts are running, but that you're not necessarily choosing them. And observe the thought train that's playing. And recognize what the thoughts are actually telling you about yourself. It could be anything from acknowledging who you're thinking about. Maybe the thoughts are angry, maybe the thoughts are longing, right? And you would ask yourself, well, why am I angry? How does that reflect on me? Why am I longing? How does that reflect on me and what I need to learn about improving my own self? Like if you're angry at someone, maybe it's because you're not really angry at them, but you're angry at yourself in regards to them, because maybe you could have done things better or done things differently. If you're longing for someone, you got to ask yourself, why? Why am I longing for them? What is it that I miss? What is it that I'm not seeing? And kind of look at your thoughts objectively versus defining yourself through your thoughts, like that you're a worrywart or you're an anxious person or you're this or you're that, you know what I mean? Like, and just kind of look at them objectively, okay? So that you can learn. Like you really are your best teacher. Like if you're frustrated with someone, why are you frustrated with them? And are you really frustrated with them, or the fact that you continue to participate in an experience with them? Like you continue to choose them being in your world. You know what I mean? Like So instead of being frustrated at the circumstance and placing blame in the outer experience, it's more about owning the fact that you've continued to choose it, and that choosing it has created problems for you. And it could be in regards to a specific situation that you're in. It could be in behavior patterns, like you continue to choose this particular behavior pattern and then get upset when people don't like the pattern, you know? Like, for an example, you could have no problem, like, not you, but a person in general, right? A person in general might have no problem cheating on their partner. They could find reasons to cheat on their partner. However, they're not looking at the beautiful aspects of their partner, or the fact that the relationship can be better if it were to be allowed to heal, you know? And so instead of just respectfully leaving their partner, they find reasons to cheat, and they validate why cheating is okay, and yet their partners are empathic or something, and they respond to the energy, because subconsciously there is still guilt there. You might be cheating on a good person who's just going through an issue, or going through a healing, or going through a certain period in their life where XYZ is dominant for them. And the person leaves you, and now you're frustrated because, you know, this person left you, but you were cheating on them anyway. You know, you weren't honoring them anyway. And maybe that's happened multiple times, or you've been in multiple relationships and validated cheating, and then get pissed off when the person that you're cheating on leaves you or something. You know, it's like, okay, well, are you frustrated at people? Are you frustrated at your relationships? Or are you really frustrated at the fact that you continuously choose behavior that other people read energetically and leave? Because it's not in alignment. Your behavior of being unfaithful is not in alignment, right? So going back at your own behavior patterns, really learn about yourself via your thoughts. Don't allow your thoughts to overwhelm you, thinking that you are your thoughts, so much as recognizing there's a separation between you and your thoughts, and your thoughts are simply there for you to observe, learn, and then correct. Because once you correct the why behind the thoughts, you don't really have those thoughts anymore. Once you correct the why behind the thoughts, you don't really have them anymore. So ask yourself what you're learning about betrayal, feeling betrayed, when your own mental prisons or shadows surrounding a fear of being alone manifest circumstances where you feel alone, even if you're around other people. Because you can be in a crowded room and feel really fucking alone, right? So with the top and bottom of the deck being what they are, the top and bottom of the deck being what they are, there is definitely a fear in the mind of being alone. And so the reality manifests you feeling alone with or without people, right? There's this feeling of betrayal and being alone. And if that's the thought pattern, you have to understand where that comes from. So like really start to dig and go back to the first time you felt betrayed by someone and felt alone. Like, I don't know, were you 4 years old and your parents just completely discarded you or abandoned you in some which way, shape, or form, and you were afraid? And you were afraid. You were alone. You didn't feel safe. You had no one around you that felt safe. You had nothing familiar, you know, around you, or, you know, you were blaming yourself for a situation that you couldn't necessarily help. Like, you know, what was the first time that you were afraid of being alone, that you were lost in your own thoughts, thinking that you could do better? Because Virgo is hypercritical of the self. It's one of their shadows. They're hypercritical of the self. They blame themselves a lot for the missteps of other people. And so they tend to take everything on themselves and do it all themselves because other people let them down. So really look back on how much you've taken on for out of fear of being alone. Because to be completely fair, and what I'm picking up on is this energy of finding people that are truly dependent on you, like codependent situations where they are truly dependent on you, that they couldn't leave you even if they wanted to, because if you connect yourself with people like that, you'll never actually be alone. They need you. They wouldn't be able to move forward without you, right? Their life would fall apart and go through a redirect without you. And so be really aware if you've connected yourself to people who are extremely dependent on you, and know that it's coming from a fear of being alone. Okay, it's coming from a fear of abandonment or a fear of being alone. You don't like it when people leave. And so therefore you connect yourself to people who can't leave. And it causes a great deal of stress, right? It's self-betrayal with that Ten of Swords on the top of the deck. It's self-betrayal. Now looking at the cards. We do have the Two of Coins reversed, clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. In this energy, because if you look at this Two of Coins in the upright, there's two people sitting around a fire and they're totally having barbecue. They're totally having fucking barbecue, right? And it's the two of them together, masculine and feminine, and they're enjoying their time, right? They're enjoying their time together. The sun is rising. I feel like the sun is rising. It could be setting, but the sun is rising. It's like getting started for the day. Like they're having their first meal and they're getting ready for their journey forward. And that's in the reverse. And the Queen of Pentacles is here. So because this is a heart manifestation, queens are feminine energy. That's our heart spaces. That's our receptive energy, a part of your gut intuition, right? Feminine energy. It's a heart space manifestation. This detachment from what is essentially breaking bread with someone else is what your heart really wants. Like, you don't actually want to continue feeding another energy. You don't actually want to juggle your desires with their needs, right? Because we're talking about needy energy that needs you. You don't actually want to feed this needy energy anymore. Page of Swords with the Ace of Swords, like, that's the fucking truth. Cutting them off is what you want. It's actually what you want, okay? The Page of Swords with the Ace of Swords. Being tied to people that are potentially really immature. Mentally, they're like fucking children. Like, even if they're adults, they're like children, right? This neediness, they're like fucking kids. It's like taking care of a grown-ass man-child or a grown-ass woman-child. Like, you know, you want a partner, but you've got a fucking grown-ass child. You know, adult body, but they're like taking care of a fucking kid. You've got to correct them like a kid. You've got to talk to them like, in layman's terms, like a kid. It's just the energy I'm getting. And you don't want to do it anymore. Like, you want a fucking adult. You want to be in relationship dynamics with adults who are responsible for themselves, which ultimately means you have to adult up and be responsible for yourself and stop taking care of grown-ass adult children. Right? Disconnecting from that fear of being alone and allow yourself to be very spiritually adult. We've got the Queen of Cups clarified by the Three of Cups. Yeah, everybody else is at the table. Everybody else is at the table feasting off your energy, and here you are sitting on the throne with your big heart because you care. And she don't look happy, does she? She's not smiling. She's got all gray skies behind her, and everybody else is celebrating and feasting off of everything she's created. Like, it took a lot for you to get that food on the table, so to speak. It takes a lot. It's your time. It's your energy. You're spending your money, your resource on making sure everybody else is fed and happy. And you're sitting on the throne. You know what I mean? Like, you're in the position of authority, but you're alone. So even with all of these fucking people around you, you literally feel alone. Whoever you're taking care of, it's just, I feel like it's feeling like a burden. And now it's where you have to defend yourself against the burden, right? With the 7 of Wands, with the 10 of Wands clarifying. And people aren't going to like it. They're not going to like it. And the abandonment wound that connected you with these people is going to come out. And their abandonment wound is going to battle you. And they're going to try and make you feel like shit for, you know, deciding that being the quote-unquote breadwinner, being at the top, you know, this important position is not what you want to do. You don't want to take care of grown-ass fucking children. Given real children are children, but grown-ass adults? Especially if someone really don't fucking appreciate it. Because I'm looking at this 3 of Cups and the masculine figure here. The feminine's cup is upright, the child's cup is side to side, but the masculine's cup is upside down. Someone's not actually showing you fucking gratitude, and it's their choice, it's their mind, right? Masculine energy is the mind, it is the will, it is the desire, it's the shot calling ability. Like, someone is actively choosing to be ungrateful. Which means they might even be voicing the fact that they don't fucking need you. They don't want you then. Like, all that you do, fuck you. Like, you think I need you? Like, bitch, yes the fuck you do, or you wouldn't be in my fucking house. It's almost like Virgo knows what the fuck they're doing. Some people are literally eating off your table, and they are grateful, okay? They're fucking needy as shit, but they're grateful. And then you have someone else in the reality, right? Man or woman, doesn't matter, but they're actively choosing to be ungrateful. Like, you think I fucking need you? I'll replace you. Like, don't, like, they're coming off, like, mistakenly arrogant, okay? This is where you stand up for yourself and start to move on from energies like that. It's almost like you don't want to sit at the table with that energy. It's almost like watching them eat your food, the food that you bought, and just getting mad watching them chew. You know, it's like, they're fucking eating my food. They talk to me with such disrespect, and they're gonna sit there and eat my fucking food. Like, what arrogant motherfucker? You know what I mean? Like, that kind of energy, like, they're gonna disrespect you, but they'll sit there and eat your fucking food. And it's getting you fucking pissed. It's getting you pissed. The High Priestess with the Death card, you already know that this person's got to go. The people in your reality with that energy, they've got to go. Period. You already know. White buffalo symbolism. That's a fucking power totem right there. Because if you look at this High Priestess card, she's got a huge white buffalo behind her. You should look up the totem animal. White buffalo spirit medicine. And wolves. We got the fucking wolves here. That's Odin energy on the Death card. The ravens. You've been through this shit with this person before. In another life, you've already been through the shit with this person. Because this is a shadow, this fear of being alone, or this fear of abandonment, or this fear of not being capable of healthier relationships or mature relationships. Like, this is a pattern that's been going on in your lifetimes that is being asked, right, with the Hierophant on the bottom, to bring this lesson to resolution, like, and learn it, right? Learn it so that it can stop repeating. Like, what would you do if you weren't taking care of all these needy ass fucking people? I don't know. Relax. I don't know. Eat dinner not pissed off, watching them fucking eat your food ungrateful as shit, disrespectful as shit. Let them fucking figure it out. Tell them they got 30 days to fucking vacate. You know, like, you got 30 days to vacate, motherfucker. You're good without me. You want to disrespect me in my own fucking house and eat my food? Get the fuck out of here. Like, I ain't a fool. I ain't a fool. It's like someone's trying to make you feel like you're small when you're not small. You don't deserve that kind of disrespect. That kind of fucking arrogance. In the divine mirror of things, it showcases your arrogance against your higher self, you know what I mean? Where it's like feeling like you have all the answers and you can deal with these energies and you can handle it when you're not meant to. You're not meant to deal with energies that are disrespectful, stress you out, give you anxiety, have your fucking wheels spinning about hate or frustration or whatever the fuck it is, being angry. Like, if you observe your thoughts, the fact that you're frustrated or angry or disappointed or disgusted or whatever it is, it's telling about the choices that you've been making in your reality, right? And when you shift the reality and the people in it, your thoughts, your vibration will shift with it. All right, Spirit. Give me some insight into the other. Give me some insight into the individual. The individual that is unfucking grateful. Give me some insight so that Virgo can understand the person in their mirror, because they're in their mirror for a reason. So give me some insight into the other person and or people, right? The vibration of energy that Virgo is sabotaging themselves with, betraying themselves with. Give me some insight into that energy, please. Virgo can easily see it for themselves. What is really going on with said energy? Got the Two of Wands, the Three of Coin, the Wheel of Fortune, the Ten of Coin, the Ten of Wands, And the Page of Swords. Clarities, please. Can you guys see all those on camera? I don't know if I can fit them all on camera. That's about as close as we're gonna get. All right, clarify the Two of Wands. The Seven of Coins, clarify the Three of Coins. The Queen of Wands. The Ten of Cups, the Ace of Cups reversed, the Knight of Cups, and the Queen of Coin with Justice. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Wands. Top of the deck is the Moon. They're fucking sleeping. They're asleep. They're a sleeper. Okay? Spiritually speaking, they're not listening to their own inner guidance system about reciprocity. It's definitely a past life issue. With the Empress, they're not energetically, spiritually aware. Okay. They're not aware. They've been taking for a long time because they feel like life owes them. Life's been hard. Circumstances are hard. Maybe at some point you did something against them, and so now they feel entitled to take from you. You owe them. You owe them for something. Whether you've literally hurt them in this life or a past life, but they're in your reality because they feel owed. The thing is, we never really owe anybody anything. People's energy and their alignment create the reality. And just because something happened that was painful in this life or the last does not give someone the right to be disrespectful or abuse you or make you feel like you have to take that kind of energy because you owe them for putting that kind of energy on them at some point in this life or the last. They feel justified in hurting you, and at some point, Virgo, you will have to elevate yourself and say, I don't actually deserve that punishment. All that I've done since said event, this life or last, everything I've done since said event, I've paid that debt. I've made right on that energy. What I've given it no longer validates me being treated like that. Maybe I deserved it for a while. I don't actually deserve it anymore. Who I was then is not who I am now. This life or the last. Who I was then is not who I am now. And who I am now does not warrant or validate that kind of treatment. I don't deserve to be punished, energetically punished for what I've done. This person is greedy. It's never enough. The Two of Wands with the Seven of Coins. Like this person up here already has one of these flowers. They're like, I don't really need another one. I already have one, but the stomach is hungry and it's reaching out to take it anyway. There's something inside the solar plexus, right? The solar plexus that says, validate me. Give me more. What I have is enough, but I want more. Validate that I'm worth more. Do it. Validate me. Give me everything. And it's not enough. The 7 of coins, it's not enough. This person's energy. It's like having a hole, like a pit in their stomach, like a black hole in the solar plexus chakra. They have major insecurity issues, major self-worth issues, because they are not doing what they are meant to do for themselves. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. They're not acting in high alignment. They have work to do. With the 3 of coins and the Queen of Wands. Their heart's desire, their soul's desire, right? Suit of fire, wands, the soul, has fucking work to do. The 3 of coins is all about work. They're contracted with themselves. They don't want to face the music. They're sleeping. They're spiritually sleeping. They're in fucking la la land. They want some happy Wheel of Fortune 10 of Cups shit. They want some happy Wheel of Fortune 10 of Cups shit. This is what they're dreaming about. But they can't get it because the 10 of coins, the happy house, the happy home, the happy family is clarified by the Ace of Cups in reverse. They're not contributing. They're taking, they're not contributing. They're not overflowing and pouring love into the situation. They're ungrateful, right? Validate me. Tell me, show me with your actions I'm worth everything. Carry my burdens to validate that you love me. 10 of Wands, clarified by the Knight of Cups. Carry my burdens. Carry my soul burdens so that I don't have to fucking face myself. So that I don't have to improve. The Page of Swords with the Queen of Coin and the Justice card. Oh, it's justice when you cut them off. They're literally like a fucking child in their mind looking at the Queen of Coins like, give me justice. Give me justice. You owe me. You owe me. In the divine mirror of things, they owe themselves. They owe it to themselves to improve their situation. Look at these fucking cats, right? These cats begging at the Queen of Coin. She's eating. She's sitting at her table eating, and they're begging, these black cats. And it's almost like these energies, like they're the fat Queen of Coin. And it's almost like you're begging to have your own resources back. It's almost like you're begging, like, don't I deserve to have? Don't I deserve to enjoy? And you're so busy taking care of them, and they're living fat off your energy. They're living fat off your energy. And she's holding up the coin like, no, it's mine. You're giving it to me. You're validating me. No, it's mine. It's not really yours. It's mine. You owe me. This person is fighting their demons. They haven't slayed their own dragons yet. The Page of Swords has the dragon, the serpent, wrapped around his leg. They're mentally fighting their own demons. They haven't slayed their demons yet. They're fucking sleeping. Carry my burdens. Validate me. Give me everything to make up for what you've done. Give me everything. I'm going to be an asshole. I'm going to be this. I'm going to be that. And you're going to deal with it to prove that what you did was punishable, to prove that what you did was wrong. And you're going to continue to take that disrespect because you deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve that disrespect. This is completely misaligned. Completely misaligned. If someone has like Virgo South Node or Virgo Chiron or Virgo whatever low alignment, heck, there might even be some Virgo Plutos still alive. This energy, they've got shadow Virgo energy. Or they're pulling on a Virgo energy in your own house that's challenging it, like squares or oppositions. They have placements that are opposing your own Virgo energy, challenging your own Virgo energy. You don't owe them anything. You don't owe them anything. You may have felt like you owed them at one point, but you don't owe them anymore. Not in this life or the last. You don't owe them shit. This person's energy is misaligned. It's low. It's foul. They're afraid to face their fucking selves. They're afraid to go get a fucking job, right? All these pentacles. Like, they need to go get a fucking job. They need to own their own fucking money. Know what it's like to support a fucking household. Hey, Emily, how you doing? Yeah, they need to fucking learn. They have no idea what it's like to be in your shoes. No idea the amount of time, energy it takes to support someone. Really, this energy, like capital letters, fucking asshole. Capital letters, bitch, like... They got shit to do. They have to wake up. They have to wake up. They will wake up when you wake up. When you wake up and you literally accept that you don't owe them shit. You don't owe them shit. And that anything that transpires when you stop fucking feeding their energy, anything that transpires after when you cut off the energy flow, that's on them. They created it for themselves. It's not your fucking fault. It's not your fault that they didn't do this or they didn't do that. It's not your fault. Really, it's like serving someone a 30-day eviction notice. Like, hey, I'm withdrawing my energy in 30 days. You have 30 days to figure shit out. Shame on you if you don't. I'm putting you out in 30 days. My energy, I'm putting it off in 30 days. I'm cutting it out. You will not take from me anymore. Do what you need to fucking do. Wake up. Wake up. This is the reality. This is who you've been. This is the behavior that you've been in. Reality check. Reality check. I don't want you at my fucking table. I don't want to sit here pissed off watching you chew my food after disrespecting me. You know what I mean? Like, it's that kind of energy. taking my good energy, taking my time. Like, people don't understand. Like, if you make $15 an hour, which is a lot more than a lot of people make. You make $15 an hour, and you spend a fuck ton at the supermarket because shit ain't fucking cheap right now, right? Food ain't fucking cheap. A pack of chicken that feeds 4 or 5 people is like $16 to $20. Y'all seen the price of eggs? There's memes about that shit. Breakfast ain't even cheap no more. Food ain't cheap. To feed a family of 4 or 5 or 6, that is fucking expensive. So let's just say you dropped $75 fucking dollars on a meal. A meal. And you make $15 an hour. It took you 5 fucking hours. 5 hours at work to pay for that meal. Unless you count the taxes taken out, then it probably cost you 6 or 7 hours. It cost you almost an entire day's work to feed that ungrateful mouth. Let them go earn 15 fucking dollars to feed their fucking mouth. It ain't your fucking job. Grown-ass adult child, they need to wake up. Reality check, you're an adult. And we ain't taking care of your ass when you behave like that. When you're ungrateful. See, I got no problem taking care of someone who is truly fucking grateful and appreciative. They make my day better. They help me out in my life. They do things to make my everyday more peaceful. But you're going to take from me and disrupt my energy? But you're going to take from me and disrupt my energy? Not today, Satan. Not today. Not today. No. 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 Justice is justice. The fucking nerve of people. Really. And the whole reason you've allowed this to persist, Virgo, is because you literally have a fear of abandonment or fear of not being needed. And so you'll take the abuse because you feel like it's your fault in some which way, shape, or form. And it's not. It's not. Whatever this energy is, they have fucking shit to do. Yeah, right. Sky, I just saw your comment, right? Yeah, I got lost in Temu for like fucking 2 hours. And I was like, holy shit, there's like 25 fucking items in my cart. I'm only up to like $80. Like, what? No. To all you Virgos out there that want to save some fucking money, check out Temu. T-E-M-U. It's a wonderful fucking app. Fucking crazy. Alright. Virgo. I'm going to pull a guidance card for you. Alright. Fuck yeah, Goddess Kuan Yin jumped right out at me. We're going to pull some Kuan Yin energy. Kuan Yin is the goddess of mercy, compassion, and forgiveness of the self and others. So let's see. These cards are so big. Let's shuffle them this way. All right, Virgo, guidance. I love y'all Virgos. My IC line, my inner child is a Virgo, and I've dealt with a lot of this energy in my life, so I get it. I get it. Ain't nobody fucking eats at my table and ain't grateful no more. I get it. I get it. Card number 39. Yeah, I have been there, escaped that. Archangel Michael's with you. The threshold. All right, it says, at the threshold you stand. Before you lies a way of being that is beyond fear. It is a sacred passing through a karmic veil into a new life of empowerment, peace, spiritual service to humanity, and the joy in your own soul. Congratulations. You are embarking on a phase of deepest soul liberation into freedom of love that triumphs over fear. It has been quite a journey. Many, many lifetimes and much inner work has been required for you to be able to perceive the light of the divine, even underneath the density of fear. You are fast approaching the karmic threshold where you can shift from fear-based to love-based embodiment. This is a sacred and important time where it is wise to surround yourself with those that are able to support you in this love-based reality. In the near future, you will be able to sustain your vibration even amongst beings that are based in fear, and then you will be of even greater service to life, love, and divine power on this planet. For now, allow beloved Kuan Yin to help you connect to the beauty and potency, the love and fearless, endless joy of your own higher self. Do not be disheartened by any old fears that are surfacing. You do not need to create a story out of them. You can just observe them with love and allow them to pass in time. It is just your inner self releasing any vibration which is not aligned with unconditional love. Sometimes there can be deep testing on the threshold. This is not an exam to be afraid of, but an opportunity to realize your development and to really be secure on a firm inner spiritual foundation before moving forward in your soul service to others through how you live and be on this planet. That's what I was talking about. This test, that Hierophant, right? That Hierophant that was on the top of your deck. The one that I pulled for Virgo. It's the lesson that Spirit's talking about that's completing, it's ending, right? Spirit's asking you to please learn this so that we can move forward from it, so that you don't have to repeat it anymore, right? It's the part of this lifetime. It's a part of the soul curriculum, as Darlene Watson puts it. It's a part of the soul curriculum in this life. And once you complete the curriculum, you graduate, you get to enjoy the rest of your life, you know? You don't have to repeat it next life either. It is no use in preparing to assist others on a higher scale and moving from fear to love if you are still making the transition yourself. So let yourself stabilize in the new vibration, and then your ability to help others, truly help them, will increase naturally with much grace, assistance, and effortlessness. And well done, beloved. There is much love and celebration in the spiritual worlds about this shift for you. Remember that the only defense ever needed, no matter what the apparent fear or threat, is unconditional love in the heart, which allows for compassion and detachment. You are safe and you are quickening in your readiness to pass the threshold. Your journey is truly blessed. Like unconditional love is not sacrificing yourself to a detriment. It's not putting up with people's disrespectful shit because you care about them. Unconditional love is saying and acknowledging that something doesn't feel good for you, which means it is misaligned. And if it's misaligned in you, then it is misaligned for the people that you are also dealing with, which means they have soul work to do that you may or may not understand, that you may or may not already know. And to continue in the vibrations that don't feel good with them, you're keeping them from learning and healing, just like you're keeping yourself from learning and healing. Someone has a fucking mission in this life to be self-sustaining. to be self-supporting, to earn their own fucking money and earn their own keep, to not be needy and dependent on other people. Someone has a fucking lesson to learn in this life. They can't do it. They can't do it if you're letting them crutch with you. They can't do it. That's their soul curriculum. If it doesn't feel good, it's because it's not in alignment. And in this life, your lesson is to love yourself enough to support yourself and the people that support you back. They are not adding to the beauty and joy of your life, then they don't have a place in it. That's your soul curriculum. For them, it's about independence and releasing codependency and fucking neediness. They have to be self-sustaining. They're not supposed to punish people for not giving them more and more and more and more to validate them. They need to validate themselves. You're at the threshold of letting this karmic cycle go. When you master your own soul curriculum, you give other people the opportunity to do the same, and that is truly unconditionally loving, that you love them enough to let them heal. That's unconditional love. Loving them enough to acknowledge the fact that you need to heal and they need to heal, and that that healing needs to take place. Whatever that healing looks like is necessary. And you're walking through that threshold now. So, do not be alarmed by the shift. Do not fear the shift. You're going to feel really fucking good. A whole hell of a lot better once you let go of such karmic energies. You don't deserve to be disrespected. And you don't deserve to deal with grown-ass adult children. You've been through a lot. And it's not your job. This is not your job. Taking care of grown-ass adult children that need to be grown-ass adults. It's not your job. They're not your problem. Those people, they are their own problem. And that's a problem they need to solve. Don't stand in the way of their healing. Right? And that is the message. So, I love you all. What time is it? I might do another reading. I'm going to roll the dice again and see what comes up. Love you guys. See you in a bit.